Hello guys, and welcome to another edition of South Florida Investment. Today we are here on Miami Beach, a fantastic day. It is the beginning of March and look at this weather. Amazing, right? And today I'm going to speak to you about a very important subject. And it is the following. Every seller was once a buyer. What do I mean with this? It is important that you realize that you're one of those buyers, or you're a buyer, or you're looking for a property, whether it's a primary residence or an investment, somewhere, somehow, in the near future, you are going to be a seller. It's not a matter of if you are going to be a seller, it's a matter of when you are going to be a seller. The average American relocates and moves on an average of 5 to 7 years. So every 5 to 7 years, the average American relocate. It could be either you got, your grandkids, your family got bigger. There's always going to be a reason that you might be a buyer and you might be a seller in the near future. So there is 3 things that you have to take in consideration when buying a property, so you avoid having problems when it comes time to sell. And I'm going to give you these 3 factors right now, according to my opinion, that you must follow when buying a property. And the first one is financing ability of the area. It is important that you know that if you're buying a property where it's hard to get financing, if you're buying a property on a building, especially on a building where it's hard to get financing, even if you're buying cash and you think you might be getting a good deal, yes, I agree with you, you might be getting a good deal, but guess what? When it comes time to sell, you're going to have problems selling. Why? Because for the same reason, those properties were not able to sell in the past. If you're selling a property in a place where it's hard to get financing, you are very limited to the amount of buyers that can buy your properties. So make sure that even if you're buying cash, make sure that where you are buying that property, there is financing ability. All the buyers are able to buy properties financing, okay? The second subject is how many days have the property been on the market? Why is this important? Well, I put it to you this way. If you're buying a property in a place, okay, where the seller has been for 6 months or longer trying to sell that property, guess what? When you become that seller in the near future, you're going to have problems selling that property too. You don't want to buy a property that's going to take you a year to sell. So you have to go, when you select the property that you're trying to buy, you have to look how many days has that property been on the market. And if that property has been on the market for more than 6 months, then you have to go deeper in the investigation. It might be because the property was overpriced. And if the property was overpriced, that is a good reason. But make sure that you know how many days has the property been on the market. It is less than 6 months, you have no problem. More than 6 months, you got to go deeper in the investigation for this property. And the third factor, guys, is do not pay for over improvement on a property. I know it's very nice, and you're going to buy a property and the property is fully remodeled. It might look fantastic, okay? But do not overpay for that renovation. Why? Because when it comes time to sell, in 5 to 7 years from now, that renovation is going to be an old renovation. And you might not be able to get your money back for that renovation. So it is important that it is okay to get a property that is fully renovated, but do not overpay for that renovation, okay? Because that renovation 5 to 7 years from now is going to be an old renovation and mostly out of style. So you might not be able. Remember, the prices increase on real estate. They don't increase on renovations, okay? So, guys, remember to follow these tips. Remember, you don't want to be a seller that's having problems selling their property because they didn't make a good buy to begin with, okay? Thank you for watching, guys, and I see you guys next week.